Hi, I'm Mark, and Subliteral Network is my channel. I make art and comics, and you're very welcome to come in. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and to leave your feedback in the comments. Every week I post my art 5 days a week to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And this is for those of you who missed me over there. Maybe you don't follow me on social media. It's just a quick overview of the art with I'm posting kind of maybe better looking versions of it here, plus a little more kind of in-depth comments and talking about the art. Pencil drawing of Livewire from the Superman animated series some time ago. I think she was created especially for the show, and I loved Livewire. I liked her design. It was just very economical. She had like great powers, and Laurie Petty was doing her voice, and she just has this little crackle or like vocal fry or something that it was just perfect. Whenever I do fan art of characters, I really try not to just reproduce the design, but kind of try to add a little something. So with Livewire, I curved her up a little bit, and I gave her head shape is completely different. It's kind of the head shape that I kind of draw when I do cartooning. But I like to try to get the essence of the character while adding maybe a little something that I would like and make it a little more visually interesting as a single image, while still trying to remain true and have elements of the original design there. I sat down and analyzed Livewire, and it seemed to me, I think I got her down to she's made up of about 15 lines or something. I'd have to sit down and do all the counts again, but when you got to Bruce Timm's designs that he was doing when he was working on the superhero animated series, over the years he would get these characters down to just in the neighborhood of like 10 or 20 lines total to create the character. That is it's one of the necessities of animation, just the reductionism to the essence of the character. And I love that. I'd love to be able to do that more. And it's just a fantastic skill to have if you can master it. This is a very small ink drawing. It's about 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And it's just a girl riding on the back of a pteranodon. Scientists will tell you that flying dinosaurs were not really dinosaurs, because I think that there's some kind of dispute about what the leg structure of a dinosaur is as compared to a lizard, and that's what makes it a dinosaur. I might be a little off on that, but it seems dopey that they don't want to call a pterosaur a dinosaur. It just seems dumb to me. You know, I'm no scientist, but I'm no scientist. But I do draw nude women on the back of flying dinosaurs, and that's the story that I'm sticking with. I used to oil paint all the time, so much more than I do now, which I almost never do. And this was a piece of an unfinished painting of, the rest of it had a guy with a giant gun shooting at a monster and a girl tied up. Yeah, this is the girl tied up to a post in the back. So you can see that the post itself isn't finished. You know, as I said, it was an unfinished painting. But I referenced the hell out of this thing, and I really like the way this part of it came out. I never finished the painting, and the painting is now lost to time and history. Like those old pulp covers from the 30s, you know, it's just gone. But I did, well, listen. There's a lot of stuff that you always want to do, and I always want to keep getting back to oil painting, so it's on my to-do list. This is a very small sketch in ballpoint. I mean, I think the thing is only like about 2 inches by 2 inches, just on scrap paper, and I was trying to just work on getting... These ballpoint sketches are really spontaneous, and they just kind of come out on paper, just to try to get an effect or something I've been thinking about drawing quickly, just to put it down on paper. So that is what happens sometimes. This is what happens sometimes. This is what happens whenever I just see how great like the old pinup artists from the 40s and the 50s were. I really wish I could do what they do. These people, well, these guys, mostly guys, they would produce these maybe one a week. They would produce a piece of pinup art, and I really feel like the speed and the frequency with which they had to produce this really let them just get perfect at it. You know, they were doing it so much on such a fixed schedule, a deadline, that their brushwork is just gorgeous and juicy and quick and perfect. But that only comes from, I think, repetition and practice, just the fact that they did it so much. And so whenever I tried to do it, of course it never looked the same because I don't do it every week, all week, months and months on end, on a deadline. But every once in a while I think I can do it, and I try, and I come up with a painting that comes out okay, but not quite exactly what I'm looking for. And this is a piece of one of those.